Ready?
Ready.
Welcome back to Side by Side Plays.
I'm Waifu.
I'm Shiku. What happens if I do continue? Did we... Where did we leave off?
I can't even remember.
I mean, like... No, I don't want to start from there. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're playing the second game now.
Woohoo! So you remember what happened in the first game?
Yeah?
Our friend died.
Previously on Great Ace Attorney, Ryunosuke was hanged until death for his war crimes against the train system.
Those days in London seem like a dream, but I do miss my time.
Here's Iris, or no, not Iris. I miss him so much. He was so talented. He pointed like no one else could.
What a man.
He's fighting the courtroom in the sky these days.
Forgive me for taking so
Quit
long
telling
to
everyone I'm
consider
dead.
this. My life has been such a whirlwind since I returned.
I can't remember her name. I keep wanting to say Sakurai.
Just
I think you are close. Because it's Sauce.
Suki. Oh, it's her again! Bird Lady!
So I came here today to ask something of you.
I need you to be my lawyer.
Tomorrow, in court.
Ryunosuke rises from the dead. Alright, fine.
You owe me.
For once in my life, I was not stressed. Oh shit, somebody stabbed Bird Lady!
I ask for your guidance. Kazuma-sama.
Quit telling everybody I'm dead.
We found your body.
Quit telling everybody I'm dead.
You are dead. Quit coming back to life.
My headbands flow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about his headbands.
It's been almost exactly a year since we started the first game.
Daddy,
Susato! Okay.
Okay. Start with an S.
We were close. Here I am again after 9 months. Supreme Court of fucking nomenclature. I feel so nervous, but I must steel my nerves and find a way to compose myself. Daddy! Ah, good, you're here.
Oh, her real dad.
It doesn't do for a lawyer to be late. Oh, yes, I'm a lawyer now. I hardly recognize you. You cut a fine figure, Counsel. But you look as white as a sheet. And those wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Oh dear, I must look positively English, sir. The truth is, I'm so incredibly nervous I feel utterly nauseated. I almost wish I'd never been born. That's a terrible thing to say to your father. Wow. Yujin Mikotoba, professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University. A man who, earlier in his life, traveled to Great Britain to study the latest advances in forensic medical science. And of course, my brilliant father.
What was your name again?
Would I be correct in thinking you to be my lawyer in court today?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right, miss. Well, I want to thank you for agreeing to represent me. I swear on my life. It's a complete fabrication. I'll fucking end their lives. I mean, in a metaphorical sense.
I will fucking end their careers.
Ray Membami. Born the same year as I, and my greatest friend. Though unusual for a woman in our time.
Bitch? Bitch? What about us?
She works at the University Research Laboratory, helping my father. And sadly, she's the defendant in today's trial. Accused of committing a truly awful murder. Are you feeling alright? Since we started talking, you seem, well, to have become a little flushed. Oh my, it's just that you look so gallant and dashing.
She's gay!
Sorry? And when I fall under your intense gaze, it makes me feel rather bashful. Ha! Gay! I don't think she knows. She hasn't realized who I am.
Ha 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 ha! She gay AF. It seems our little plan for this trial is going to work.
Oh, what do you mean, Professor Mikotoba?
So we're dressed as a man.
Yes, I've never tried dressing this way before, of course, so I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. But this does make me feel a little relieved, as you say, Father. Father? I wasn't aware that Mikotoba had a son. Wait a damn second. Is that you, Susato? I'm so sorry I didn't say something sooner, Ray. It's just that... No! What are you doing? What's going on? What? I can't be gay. That varsity uniform, that varsity cap, that varsity cape, that varsity badge. Look at you! You look for all the world like a student of the Imperial Yume University. A male student. I'm so glad you think so. It means all my preparations have been worthwhile. I woke at 4 this morning to make a start. But I don't understand. Why are you dressed like that? Well, you see...
It was the only way. The only way she would be permitted into the Supreme Court to take on your defense in this trial.
My defense?
We're in a very sexist time.
Never before in my life have I felt so frustrated at never having been born into this body. Courts in Japan are barred to women. We're not even allowed to set foot inside of the courtroom, despite the fact that the laws of the land apply to all people, male and female, alike.
But women are forbidden. Just for today, I'll be leaving my true self at the courtroom door, so that I can act as your lawyer. Oh, Susato, you'd go to such lengths for me? Of course.
Maybe I am gay.
You're my greatest friend. I just worry that I shan't be the lawyer you deserve. Oh no, I have complete faith in you. No, that's not that. It's just all of my friends are dead. It's so strange, though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already, and yet just because you're a woman... What a wretched reason! I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed in court? You're so gallant and dashing.
Also, apparently, Susato's father is okay. She went back to Japan because he was sick or something, but he seems fine.
Alright. Or is this like something from the past, before everything?
Oh, I highly doubt that.
Please don't look at me like that, with those flushed cheeks and doting eyes. You're making me feel all gay, in the, traditional sense, where it means happy. Not gay as in homosexual, which we will both also are. You do look so dashing. Yes, you mentioned that once or twice.
You should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man.
I am pleased, I think. It certainly helped to bolster my confidence today.
Dad, does that mean you always wanted a son?
I'm sorry, Papa. You're managing to put a brave face on in all this, but I can see through it. I've noticed how your shoulders are slumped and how you're trembling ever so slightly.
See, this makes sense. I always felt like Susato was the much more competent of the pair.
You do believe me, don't you? I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder.
Oh, come on. We're like 99% sure that you didn't do it. There's been like 2 cases in the entire series where the person that we're defending actually ended up doing the murder.
Of course. You have nothing to worry about. Your conscience is perfectly clean. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, it is. Perfectly clean! I've absolutely no doubt in my mind about your innocence, which is why I'll stand by you until the bitter end in this trial. Whatever happens, I'll always be by your side, because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer. That means so much to me, Susato. Defendant! Counsel! Court is about to begin! Proceed to the courtroom at once! Yeah.
And this is where we find out she never actually figured out a name.
You should go in at once, Ray. If you're late, the judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty.
That's really harsh. Stand aside! I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast.
Well, Susato, you've certainly surprised your father. Going to such lengths to be admitted into the courtroom with no prior experience of being a lawyer.
There was simply no other way. That's all there is to it. But Father, you haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm right in assuming Ray doesn't know how it came to this.
Yes, quite right. I've kept that information from her. It would only worry her if she found out that no other lawyer would agree to take her case. I didn't want to burden her with that.
And is it true? The reason why every other lawyer is refusing to take the case? Is it really because of who the victim was?
See, we should be making a move now too. As you know, law is in my field, but I'll do what I can to support my student.
Thank you, Father. I'm Susato Mikotoba, a judicial assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law on a study trip to Great Britain. But 2 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan. I am forbidden from entering the country of England because of the crimes I have committed against the train
Wait, is that
system.
her?
No, that's Ryunosuke.
Okay.
We put him in the costume.
Oh, that's right. We did.
I have no choice now but to steel myself for the trial ahead.
Yes, I'm remembering Ryunosuke. In this outfit I never saw him in.
Wish me luck, Naruto-san. I mean Naruto Sasuke.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was his name.
Oh yes, I strike such the dashing figure as a man.
Wait, I'm...
The prosecution is fully ready to proceed, Your Excellency.
Yep, I am man. I am a man.
I wonder what the actual costume would have been.
I think that's I wanna go back and
Hold on. Need to change out of my outfit real quick. Yes, I am man!
At least it's a bit more convincing.
Defense Council, are you ready? Yes, Your Excellency, we are ready.
Ready?
Yes, Council. According to your registration details, your name is, Ryutaro Naruto. Is that correct?
Sorry?
Yes, I had to come up with a suitable male name for you for this little venture, so I'm afraid to say I simply put down the first name that sprung to mind. Well, Council?
Yes, that's right. That's me. I'm her. Yes, I am Ryutaro, he who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruto clan.
It seems Ryutaro may need to consider how better to uphold his manly act first and not overdo it. And those wild, wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen.
Naruto? A fresh face in this courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. But the name Naruto, would that perchance be?
You may be thinking of Ryunosuke Naruto, currently in Britain as part of a study program. This is,
His cousin!
That's right. Ryutaro here has been studying in the provinces, but was called to the capital for this trial. I assure you, in matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any of Tokyo's preeminent lawyers.
Any of them? Tut tut tut. What a pitiful situation. Having been rejected by every lawyer in the capital, the accused has had to call in a country boy. How dare you! Susato is every bit as gallant and dashing as any of your Tokyo attorneys. I won't have you make fun of her. Her? Oh, her. Please be careful, Ray. What an unrefined tomboy we have here. But I wonder, is your gallant and dashing lawyer up to the challenge of defending you? His wide, skittish eyes very much suggest that he is not. I'm so nervous. Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruto-san goes through. Like it or not, eyes are wont to flit.
The case to be heard on this day is a matter of great significance to our national interests. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that the outcome of this trial may well affect the very future of our empire.
Just like the trial 9 months ago, and yet for proceedings of such importance we have this unknown yokel by the dock, dear me.
Perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assess the defense, to determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom. 9 months ago, when a certain other Naruto stood where you're standing now. Oh, he's wearing his normal outfit now. And even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors. For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this will be easy. So, Counsel, do you consent to answering some simple questions?
Alright, it's time to prove myself. Slap. Ow! That actually hurt. Yes, Your Excellency! But please make them simple.
Very well. To start with, you will state the name of the victim.
Oh, that is simple. I couldn't forget that if I tried.
I forgot.
Ah!
What's the matter?
Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else Naruto-san goes through. Like it or not, minds are want to blank.
It's not surprising, really. It's your first time in this position, and in that guise. Even a bright spark like you is bound to flicker and falter a little under the circumstances.
Oh dear, this is a dismal failure.
Don't fret. You need only use the knowledge you've gained as a judicial assistant to overcome the problem.
Of course, the court record. Yes, the answer will be...
The answer will be among all the key information about the case in the court record. That's right. Just use R to open the court record, something you haven't been able to do until just now. You'll need to flip to the people section with R again. And don't take too long over it. His Excellency is watching you closely. Meanwhile, the judge on the bench. Why am I sexually attracted to this lawyer? Need to think this over during the recess.
God damn it, Reese. That damn clan. First was the other one. The Naruto, and now this one.
I'm waiting, counsel. What is the name of the victim in this case? Jezebel Barrett. Female, British. 11th of August, around 2 p.m. Ascertained by examination and witness
Wait, is
statements.
the victim or the...
Yeah, this is the postmortem report. Cause of death, single deep stab wound from behind, piercing a lung and resulting in fatal hemorrhage. Death would have occurred within minutes. Notes, extreme meiosis, pupil constriction, was observed in the victim in both eyes.
Oh, she was poisoned.
Is that what that means?
It's either that or, something was flashing in her, like someone put a flashlight in your eyes, and it restricts.
Interesting. Wait, so if she's the same age as us, does that mean Susato's only 16? I thought she was older.
No, she's 16.
Yujin Mikotoba. Takeuchi Aoichi. I wanna fuck this up, just because.
Yes!
Hi! The name of the victim who lost her life in this case is Miss Jezebel Brett. Jezebel Brett.
A name that will never be forgotten in the courtrooms of our country, I'm sure. Correct. And being a member of our empire's judiciary, will be well aware of the significance of that name. So, let me pose another simple question. As you know, Miss Brett was a visiting student from the Empire of Great Britain. Why, then, is her name indelibly associated with our own empire's judicial history?
Because she murdered somebody.
Obviously, you won't have forgotten that case from 9 months ago. But if it's proving hard to recall the finer points, everything you need is included in the court record.
Obviously, I still remember. That was the start of everything. Jezebel Brett, behind the woman's student persona was the face of a killer. Queen Victoria! Brr, 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 brr. Fucking Queen Victoria. Bloody Queen Victoria.
Yes!
The Bird Lady. 9 months ago, a visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University was killed, and the culprit was Jezebel Brett.
Yes, she was a killer. Queen Killer. At the time, our country had just signed a new treaty with the Empire of Great Britain, and it was in the midst of this delicate diplomatic situation that the incident occurred. An Englishman, Dr. John H. Wilson, was shot dead. I believe he was an associate of yours, Professor Mikotoba. Wait, who's talking? Yes. Voice in the sky. I was indebted to the man. He'd been my mentor since when I went to London to study forensic medicine. Indeed. Wait, why is my voice so deep? Indeed, it was I who invited him here to Japan as a visiting professor at the university. Naturally, the murder of an Englishman on our soil was a matter the government wished to resolve rapidly. Indeed it was, which is why a secret trial was conducted here at the Supreme Court. A student of the Imperial Yume University was arrested on suspicion of murder. A second-year English language student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. With the help of his best friend, a student lawyer, the accused conducted his own defense. Was that the... That was the one... The fucking coin under the meat. That fucking trial was such a fucking laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a riot. Exposed the despicable crime committed by Miss Giselle Bright. Miss Bright eventually admitted to her crime. However, when questioned about the motive that drove her to take Dr. Wilson's life, she gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion. Yeah, that was the other thing about the first game, is like basically every trial was either an accident or we didn't really get a
conclusive answer.
Yeah, conclusive answer, because like the first one we never learned the motive. The second one, it was an accident, but it didn't really seem like that was the case. The third one, yeah, the third one was an accident, but the victim didn't end up dying. What was the fourth case?
No, the third case was McDougal,
Who?
the leprechaun.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was.
That's right, because that was the one where he was found innocent, but then we later found out that he was guilty. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that one's different. The fourth one was the one that was that one felt like just a waste of time because
that one was just a waste of time. It was. Hey.
We literally met characters that had one scene in that trial and then never showed up for the rest of the game.
The married couple.
Oh my god! No. The married couple was they were important, but they've yeah, like fucking yeah. Anyway, she gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion.
Immediately after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We were unable to sentence Miss Brett according to our empire's laws.
Do I get kisses?
I'll switch you.
It...
Cheese! Popcorn!
Fix it.
Thank you.
It was decided that she would be removed to Shanghai, China instead, as opposed to Shanghai, Ohio. Had to clarify the country. Why Shanghai?
Because Ohio. Yes, indeed, Ohio. The date of her transfer to Ohio was finally settled upon only last week.
Your Honor, Your Excellency, it's Shanghai, China. I made that very clear.
All that remained of our empire's obligation was to see the woman safely on board a steamship.
And yet, the very day before her departure, the Englishwoman was killed!
Wait, so she's been sitting around doing nothing for 9 months? Holy shit, the judicial system in this day and age sucks.
Only the day before.
That or the body has been sitting here for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.